Hello everyone, you're welcome to another episode of Etiquette Tips with TG. So I was at a function and there was this beautifully dressed lady sitting right next to me. And from where she was sitting, there were other people sitting next to her. And there was just a strange smell. So I couldn't tell whether it was from the lady or from someone else. It got me thinking, whoever it was that had that odor probably has friends and colleagues who don't have the nerve to tell him or her that they have an odor. Note that I said friend or colleague because we're not expected to go around telling strangers that they smell. Of course not. But you must tell your friends. So I'll be sharing with you 3 P's on how to deliver a touchy subject like body odor or mouth odor to a friend or colleague. The first P is privacy, and this is very important. Worse than broaching a touchy topic is having an audience. You don't want an audience there. Think about it. Would you appreciate it if someone was telling you you had an odor and they had an audience? You won't appreciate it. The second P, pronoun. You need to watch the pronoun you use. And I have a personal experience of this. Thankfully, it happened many years ago. I was at a party with some colleagues from work, and there was this lady, again another beautifully dressed lady, sitting across from us, who wore these lovely trousers and explicit underwear, so they could see her underwear and a lot more than that, if you know what I mean. The guys were like, you really must go and tell her. So reluctantly I walked up to her and said, excuse me ma'am, we can see your underwear. It was as if I didn't speak. She just looked away and carried on with what she was doing. So I promptly left her and walked back to my friends. And I was like, guys, I shouldn't have gone to meet her. I learned a very powerful lesson that day. If ever you do go and meet a stranger to tell them something like that, please establish a rapport with them first. And the last thing you want to say is we. You must say I noticed, not we. Now, even if it's an intervention and everybody in the office has noticed this person with mouth odor or body odor, and you have been the self-appointed do-gooder or messenger that's meant to deliver this message to the person, please don't use the pronoun we. The right pronoun to use is I. Third P, prefer a solution. Please suggest a solution. Propose a solution to the person. I have realized and I have learned over the years from one of my domestic staff actually that she prefers to use male antiperspirants because male antiperspirants are stronger than female antiperspirants. So when I have a domestic staff who has an odor, you can be sure that I purchase male antiperspirants for them and recommend that they get that for themselves going forward. So ladies and gentlemen, let's tell people, we're not strangers, but let's tell our friends or colleagues. I'm sure we all have friends or colleagues who have off days, and we would want to be told as well, wouldn't we? I certainly know that I don't want to be walking around, with an odor without anyone telling me, when it might just be a simple thing that I need to do to address the situation. We don't want our friends to be walking hazards in society, do we? If you're reeking a bad odor, you are a walking hazard. So let's do the right thing. Let's observe these tips and let's use these tips to pass a touchy topic to our friends and colleagues. Like Tom Ford said, dressing well is a form of good manners, but it starts with what is under your clothes. It starts with your personal hygiene. So let's pay attention to it. Please feel free to send me an email. I always look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to your comments and your suggestions and constructive criticism. And until I come your way again, thank you very much for your attention and goodbye.